BMW San Francisco. Today we're going to take a look at the first 2015 X3. The X3 went through the LCI life cycle impulse, or what we call facelift. It's basically the same shell, but it looks a little bit different. It's got a little bit different functionalities. There are two new models, which one we're going to drive, and we'll talk about the other one. So the look's a little bit different. You see the most of the difference in the front. Different bumpers and the lights. And right now the lights touch the grille, same as the 3 Series and the X5. So these are the new design cues. On the side marker, this is just a marker right now instead of an actual light. And the back bumper looks slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. This is the X-Line trim, or X-Line. So this one has additional trim pieces, but they will be different for other cars. Let's get inside. We'll take a look at how it looks inside. Alright, so a couple of big changes inside. The wood trim is standard. Instead of this plasticky aluminum trim, now we have a nice wood trim with chrome accent. Sport steering wheel is standard. The car, they finally moved, same as the X5, they moved the lock buttons from the middle console to the side, like most auto manufacturers. So you have both sides, you have lock and lock. Right here, if you have a driver plus package with this, which this car does not have, there will be a button that will control that. And cup holders are different. There are covers for it, again similar to the X5. Nothing here, just a bit of storage. Newer layout for the climate control, and new driver display, just a bigger digital display which comes with navigation. Again, very similar, pretty much identical to the X5. Big change, we'll talk about it separately, but finally the Bluetooth streaming, Bluetooth audio is now standard. You do not have to pay for it, you do not have to get navigation for it, and the BMW apps, or the cradle that used to be here, it's finally gone. It's available as an option. Most people did not care for it, so BMW finally took it away. You can still order it, but it's a separate option, and that's gone. But again, we'll talk about navigation in a separate video. Now about the new models. First time BMW is going to offer S-Drive, which is rear-wheel drive model for the 28i, and this one is the most anticipated. This is the diesel. This is this 28D, so it's a 4-cylinder diesel. That's the car we're going to take on the test drive. So we have 8-speed transmission, diesel 4-cylinder engine, pretty much same engine as the 3 Series, 328D and the wagon. We do have driving dynamics, so we're going to play between, switch between comfort mode, Eco Pro, and sport mode. Right now we're in comfort. Start stop is in this car, it's a standard feature. It works pretty well. And the car is pretty warm, so I think we will be able to get a feel for it. Overall, the car is very quiet. There is this distinctive diesel feel of the car, especially when you accelerate, so you can feel the vibration a little bit and hear it, but it's really not that. I'm going to turn down a little bit the climate control, and let's see. So now we're going to stop. And the engine goes off. It's very smooth. You don't feel it if you don't pay attention. You do feel it when it starts up. So now we're going on the freeway, and we're in comfort mode. Let's push. The engine responds fairly well. And we go on 60. Handles great, just like all other cars. Feels well. These are 19-inch wheels, comes with the X-Line, and now we're going to try to put it in Eco Pro. So one touch goes to Eco Pro. Display changes here, and you have right now what you can see when you take your foot off the accelerator in Eco Pro mode, the car goes to pretty much to idle. That's the coast mode. So again, right now I'm holding the accelerator just for cruising, 67 miles an hour. Just go over the hill, Take my foot off the accelerator, RPMs go down below 1000 RPM. And the car still, it pretty much holds its speed. It is slowing down, but that's the coast mode. This will improve your mileage by quite a lot. And just for a couple of seconds, I'm going to put it in sport mode. You see RPMs shot up right away. It just holds RPMs higher. It's not jerky. It's still very smooth, and it pulls up really nicely. So we're going to take this exit, and we're going to try it a little bit on the hill. Again, big thing with this year, which would be important for me. Until now, the Driver Plus, Driving Assistance Plus was not available. So features like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring system was not available. Now you can get all of that fully integrated and fully functional. So that's a great thing. And navigation, we'll talk about that soon. All right, up the hill. It's less than 2000 RPM, pulls up fine. Let's make it a full stop. Take my foot off the brake. 1, 2. There's a car behind me, so I'm not going to roll, but it holds itself pretty well. All right, one more thing I want to do is do an acceleration from dead stop up the hill. All right, so let's make it a dead stop. Incline is not too big, but it is going up there. Put in sport. So when you put it in sport or when you're up the hill, the engine does not go off. Alright, so it's not the 35D. You definitely feel the difference. Do you need the 35D in this car? Probably not. Probably not for what most people look for in these cars. So that was sport mode, and I'm going to try, after this stop, put on comfort and try to accelerate a little bit faster and see what it feels like. Up the hill. It's working. Again, it's not super fast. It's a diesel, but you have the torque, and the mileage will be improved by a lot. So that's definitely an important factor for a lot of clients. Let's see how it's going to handle itself in the Echo Pro. So Echo Pro all-wheel drive. Display changes. Right now we're going down the hill, so it's basically using the engine to slow down and to charge the battery. So it's still, the RPMs are quite high, but if you were coasting, that would be different. We're in Echo Pro. There's a nice steep hill. Try to stop and go up the hill in Echo Pro. So you still have a lot of torque. It's still responsive. It gives me a warning that I'm going too fast, like a tip for getting better mileage. But obviously, you can ignore it if you want to go faster and you get full acceleration. So that's it. Again, a lot of people are waiting for this car. Finally, it is available. All of these cars are X drives, they're all all-wheel drives, so that'll be a great combination for somebody that, you know, likes to do some active lifestyle, skiing, biking. All-wheel drive car with diesel, a lot of torque, will work great on high elevation because of the turbo. That's about it. Thanks for watching.